What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sneaky here. Today I'm going to talk about a new topic. I got a message from a buddy of mine. He doesn't have a YouTube, but he saw some of my videos. He's like, bro, you got to make a video about just overall positivity, happiness, you know, kind of something uplifting for those of you out there that are maybe a little down on your luck or what have you. So, you know, I thought that was a great idea because overall, I'm a fairly positive person. I mean, realistically, there's not much that can kind of get me down, and that's just because of a positive mindset. And what I mean by that is, with any situation you're in, doesn't matter if you're low on rent, your car needs repairs, like you just lost your job, family, illness, death, whatever. You know, with any situation you're in, there's always a few different routes you can go to handle the situation and move on. So, I mean, that being said, realistically, you don't need to dwell on the negative, because what does that do for you? If you're sitting there crying, you're sitting there sulking, you're like, there's nothing I can do, blah, 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 that's not very helpful, you know? So, I mean, even, you know, in the worst of times, you can always keep your head up, because realistically, things are going to play out one way or the other, and eventually they'll get better. I mean, that's just life, you know what I mean? So, in general, you'll never be happy if you dwell on the negative. I mean, negativity breeds negativity. Positivity breeds positivity. I mean, it's basic understanding. And I mean, you could be religious, you could not be religious. It really doesn't matter, because overall, what's important is that you're a good person. You know, so if you're in a decent place in life, you know, you got a job, you got your place, family, kids, whatever. Imagine what a difference you could make in someone else's life if you did, you know, just a random act of kindness, you know? Like when I'm at the grocery store and I see an old lady struggling to get something off the top shelf, I say, hey ma'am, you need some help, you know, and I help her. It makes her smile, it makes me smile. It's a good thing to do, you know, and you can apply that to any situation you're in where someone could use some help. You know, you're over visiting at your mom's house for the weekend or whatever, and they go grocery shopping. Get off your butt, you know, go out there and say, hey, you know, can I help you bring in some groceries? Always hold the door for people. It's just little things like that that are good, you know. It makes, at least for me, it makes me happy when I help someone else. Now, granted, I'm not a sucker. You know, I've been a hustler my whole life, so like, I don't really give people more than what they need. So like, for instance, if I lived in Phoenix for like 4 years, so I'm used to getting asked for change, smokes, this and that on a daily basis, and obviously you're gonna tell them no, because that shit gets old. But, you know, if I see someone, like a homeless guy at the corner holding up a sign, what do? I always keep a case of water in my car. So I give them a few bottles of water. You know, if I got some packaged snacks, I give them some snacks. You know, I don't really give them money because you don't really know how that's going to go. But at least you could feel better knowing that you helped him in a positive manner. Like, obviously everyone needs water. That's positive. You know, and it's just, in general, if you're a happier person, you're going to live a more stress-free life. Because really, like I said earlier, there's no reason to stress about anything. Because regardless of what situation you're in, shit's gonna happen. You know, that's life. and I mean, I ain't that old, but I've been through some shit. But I really don't worry about anything, because I know it's gonna play out how it's gonna play out. You know, you can do all you can to try to change the outcome of something, and that's great. But realistically, being like salty about it or like just down, like, oh, this sucks, blah blah, that ain't gonna fix nothing. The only way you're gonna fix something is doing something. So, I mean, that's about it. That's today's message about positivity and overall happiness, and trying to, you know, I've read articles, I've seen movies and stuff about like how realistically the number one cause of death in the world is stress. And that's why you see Americans dying out at like 50, 60, and you got other countries where they're living to 100, 120. It's because they live simple lives, you know. They may not have all the technology and everything else that we got, but they're happy. You know, they don't worry about nonsense, you know. I mean, just in general, as long as your belly's full and you got a roof over your head and hell, maybe even you're mobile, that's all you need. I mean, I've had a lot of stuff, I've had nothing. Like, I've restarted quite a few times. I'm only 24. You know, I've moved to States with just a backpack and started over from there. And I wasn't ever down on my luck about it. You know, people get depressed, I get that. You know, and that's fine. But does it do anything? No. The only way to fix it is to do something. But being down, like, and negative, that's probably about the worst thing you can do. So overall, just keep that smile going. Smiles are contagious. You know, if you yawn, someone else is gonna yawn. You know, you smile, someone else is gonna smile. If you're pissy and pouty, well, that's probably what's gonna go around you. So overall, just keep your head up. If you guys want to see any specific topics talked about, or you know, things like that, I think I'm going to do a positive video once a week, just to kind of get that out there and maybe lift someone up. You know, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, and it's kind of fun. You know, I don't expect to make anything out of it, but if I can help one person who's maybe a little down on their luck, kind of change the perspective of how they view things, and in a positive manner, then I'm happy with that. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just message them to me or comment below. I'm pretty good about replying to you. So thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.